Okay, so we've looked at a variety of steals from trouser pockets, from inside and outside jacket pockets, and the tie steal, and all sorts of other bits and pieces. But the real question is, how do you start putting them together? Well, first and foremost, my suggestion is that you don't think in terms of stealing everything that somebody has. There's the old sort of thing of how do you eat an elephant? And the answer is one bit at a time. And it's this notion of take it steady, take it slow. Start with one thing, then add another thing, then add another. And as you move on, you'll suddenly realize that you naturally find yourself in the right position to do things. There's a real sense of, it will begin to flow quite quickly. Now, even if you started with something very, very simple, like just simply the idea of vanishing a coin. I mean, you could do a preamble to this. You could do your own coin routine, whatever you really wanted to. But even if we went down to something as simple as showing somebody a coin and doing a fake transfer, vanishing the coin, and then saying to them it jumps inside your jacket pocket. Now we could come up here, we could open the jacket and invite them to have a look to see if the coin was in there. And as he reaches in to look to see if the coin's there, you can take out in this case it's keys. Actually, this is a good moment to mention something. Noise. How do you cope with noise? Now, some things like keys jangle and make a lot of noise. Now, in this environment, purposefully, we've got no other sound around us because we're recording this video. Most of the time when you're performing, there will be ambient sound, there will be noise around you. If you're out performing, as a street style performer, there'll be all the noise around you. If you're at a conference or a gig of some nature, there's always going to be noise, and that will cover a lot of what's happening. Don't forget as well, Nabil is kind of purposefully quite static to demonstrate these routines. But in a real environment, he'd have his friends around him. People would be making comments. There would be direct interaction between me and Nabil and his friends, and people would be laughing and joking. There might be music playing. So when it comes to noisy objects, just be aware of your environment. It doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means that you have to be aware of where you are. So let me pop this back again. Let's assume we're starting from scratch. Let's make this nice and easy. So right at the beginning, Nabil's agreed to come up. Thank you very much to Nabil for helping me out. And I noticed that you've got a few things on you. And by doing this, I'm just having a little tap. I'm looking with my eyes. I can see there's glasses in there. A little tap here tells me there's keys in the pocket. I can feel there's something on the inside jacket. I'm not sure what it is. There's something as well, I believe, over there. And again, I can see there are things in his pockets. That's almost certainly a mobile phone. So a visual check and just a light touch here and there tells me what he has. Of course, I can turn him round, I can move him, which allows me to check as well. So having done that, having ascertained that there are a few things, I could start somewhere nice and easy. Nice fake transfer of the coin, show that the coin is gone, and tell him that it's inside his jacket pocket. And as I open it for him to reach in and have a look, I can remove the keys. In this case, they're noisy ones, but I can get a good grip of them and I can transfer them into my back pocket so I know where it is. Now, of course, he looks into that pocket and can't find the keys. Can't find the coin, sorry. But now this allows me to check myself. I can say, well, hang on a minute, I'm sure it must be in here, which allows me to get a grip of what is in there, pull it forward, and then reach in with the coin and take it out as I steal this over his shoulder. So that's now 2 items that have gone. Now, at this stage, because I've already got 2 things, I don't necessarily have to go back to the coin again. I could keep it as simple as that, yeah? Or having taken the coin out, as having done this move and stolen it, I could hand it straight to him and ask him to maybe look at the date on the coin or check it out. And because he's looking down here, I can come around the back of him and I could take the glasses out of the top pocket. So now I've got 3 items of his. Having got 3 items, I'm ahead of the game. Yeah, I'm a lot further ahead. I've now moved around to this side. Maybe he's got some other things that I could find. So I could do essentially the same thing again. Let's try that one more time. I could vanish the coin, show that the coin has gone, lift up and ask him to reach inside the jacket this side, which gives him the opportunity to go to this jacket pocket and steal the wallet that's in there. And again, that goes back into my pocket. He reaches in and of course can't find anything. This time I might not reveal the coin. This time I might search elsewhere. Maybe it went down here. It isn't there. I can come round, transfer the coin, reach into the pocket, clip the thing. At this point I could reach under his arm to produce the coin as I steal the phone out. Now I'm done. I've cleaned out what he has on him. And each pocket is kind of neatly led to the next one, okay? There hasn't really been a disconnect of flow. And that's the beauty of this kind of pickpocketing, that by nature, if I were to start here and steal something out of this pocket, I have now got an excuse to look into this pocket. And if I can go into this pocket, I can produce the item and steal from this one, and so on and so forth, okay? So putting these things together piece by piece isn't actually that hard to do. Let me just give you that to pop back into the jacket for the moment. Now, in that little small sort of routine, if you like, for want of a better word, I left the tie alone. I purposely just wanted to start small, start soft, and just take a few things at a time. Oh, by the way, this top pocket here, if I were to simply, from this position of my hand on his shoulder and open his jacket, my fingers can easily dip down into the pocket as I ask him to take something out. And as he takes it out and looks at it, the glasses could come out. Just a little bonus steal there that I didn't mention before. But putting this together with a few other things, and particularly with the tie, right at the very beginning as he comes up and I check him out and I ask him what he's got on him, a few things, I could do the age-old idea of just saying, oh, sorry, you've come a little bit loose there, let me tidy you up a little bit. And I've just loosened the tie ready. So the coin comes out, or maybe I'm doing something with a pack of cards, sponge balls, elastic bands. It really wouldn't matter what my excuse was. But I'm going to start something just to get his attention. So we get his attention, we vanish the object, we show that the object has gone. Would you be amazed if it was inside your jacket pocket? Yes, he would. I can open the pocket up, and as I ask him to reach in, we can take something out, okay? Even if I didn't allow him to do this, because he's been very nice and opened the jacket for me, I could have done this vanish. He opens his jacket for me, I reach inside, find the item that I want to steal, bring it out, reach in, take it, and hand it to him for him to have a look, and we've got one ahead. At this point, if I wanted to, I could simply reveal this as an excuse to take a little bit more of the tie. Yeah, I don't have to do lots and lots. I could just say, I'm going to steal one thing out of that pocket, or one thing out of this pocket, under the cover of that little coin moment. And at this point, I could say, did you feel it go? He says, what? And I just bring this into view. He naturally reacts to the fact that I've got his wallet, and I kind of have a little moment where I sort of just lean in and laugh slightly. I could then use this again as misdirection to walk past him and say, could you place it back inside your jacket for me? And that again has covered the stealing of the tie. Now, this situation is always going to be slightly unnatural, not because we're filming it particularly, but because I've asked Nabil very kindly to try and stay in the middle of the shot and not move around. But in the real life situations, let's get rid of that. In real life situations, there's a natural bit of movement. There's a little bit of play that goes on. So if I ask you to relax slightly, just get yourself nice and relaxed, and we're just having a little bit of fun, we're not worried about the angle of the camera. If I were to open the jacket up and say, reach inside, have a look in there, notice that his body language is different now. Yeah, he's turned into the camera, but again, I've got the time to go through the pockets and check things. Yeah, as he opens the jacket up here, I could grab hold of the item here, but then turn around to reveal this that I've stolen, which might cover me stealing this. And you can just play and play and play. That's the beauty to me of pickpocketing. learn the individual techniques, learn the way of stealing from different pockets. But as you start to practice it, just get used to maybe just doing two things. Start with one, take it, reveal it. Then maybe use that first thing as a cover to reveal something else or to move on to another area. And just slowly build and progress and find your own style, find your own pace. The way that I move, the way that I handle myself might not fit your character. The actual technique of how you steal will be the same, but your timing, your motivation, your reason for being there could be different. Yeah? If you're the kind of magician that handles cards a lot, you might want to do routines that are about cards appearing in different pockets. If you can take something out of a pocket, you can put it back in as well. For example, let me just put these over there. You imagine as a card magician, I could palm a card off, having the card palmed in this hand, and I could invite him to take the remainder of the cards and pop them in his jacket. And rather than stealing out of this outside jacket pocket, I can load the palmed card in. And now at some later stage, I can reveal that card is in his pocket. Okay, so when if I can use this technique to take out, I can definitely use this technique to put back in. All right. If I can palm something in my hand, it would be easy to bring that palmed card up as if I'm looking in there, changing my mind, and use this moment to deposit the object, the card, the coin. Smaller things like coins are obviously going to be easier to drop into pockets than larger items like playing cards if you're going for the inside pocket. But you could probably drop a small rodent in this pocket without it being noticed. All right. So when it comes to developing your pickpocket style, developing routines around it, don't be afraid to have a play. Start small and just build step by step. Even if the only thing you begin with is just a downright question, an outright question of, sorry, do you mind? Do you have anything inside your jacket pocket? Either one? No? That's fine. Yeah? Or yes, I do, or no, I don't. But I've got the thing from the outside jacket pocket. If I come around this side, again, just using one thing to steal rather than multiple things. Hi, how you doing? My name's James. What's your name?
My name is Nabil.
Nabil, nice to meet you, Nabil. Do you mind, Nabil? Do you have anything inside your jacket pocket at all? And again, this is an opportunity for me to go into the pocket and steal something out. Whether he says yes or no doesn't worry me. If he says yes, I have a wallet, I might ask him to take the wallet out. We might, open it up. Hey, if you know some methods of peeking, say, the serial number on a banknote, this moment where he takes the wallet out could be your moment to just peek the banknote serial number to give the guy his wallet back. Now you can do a divination of the banknote, but also maybe use the whole structure of this moment when you reveal the first item you've stolen to steal the wallet out. You reveal what the bank number is, and maybe then you steal the wallet later on. You see what I'm saying? Allow it to build, allow it to be something that comes together at its own speed, at its own pace. You don't need to be the world's greatest pickpocket overnight. This is about giving you all of the foundations, all of the ingredients to build your own pace, your own style over time. But just think how easy it is if I'm in this position here, having stolen something from one pocket, I'm actually in a good position to reach into this pocket and take something and have a look at something. And then I can use the first thing I've stolen in a reveal to steal the second thing. And having given him that one back, I've now one ahead again to maybe come down here and steal something else, clipping it in my hand, and reveal this as I steal this. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed, a good, gentle flow. I'm not rushing things. I don't need to take everything in one go. I'm just going to slowly build up my confidence in, not me, because you should have confidence in you already. We've dealt with that in previous videos. This is about having confidence in the actual act of stealing, the timing, the ability to misdirect in very simple ways to take items out of pockets. All right. There's one element that I haven't covered at all, and if you'll indulge me a few moments longer, I think this is a good enough time to do it, and that's the fake return. That's the idea of having something and then saying, just putting it back, and not really putting it back, but taking it again. The way this works is very simple. You either go into the pocket proper, and they feel that last minute push down, and as they feel it, it comes back out again. So they feel all the fumbling of it going in and then coming back out. This little sort of double tap moment before you take it back out. Or you don't go in at all, it looks like you're going in, and then you move the attention away and you just hook your finger and they feel the same tug, but it doesn't actually go into the pocket at all. That's the fake return. I've got kind of strong feelings on this. It's a personal thing. You don't have to take my advice on this, but I'd rather you did. I think the fake return should be reserved for when you're giving something back that you've already taken. So, for example, if in the course of whatever I'm doing, maybe we've revealed a coin from somewhere and I've handed it to him and I've asked him to check the date, and as I came round, I've stolen the glasses properly. I could put them on and ask him, what the date is, and if he's wearing these glasses because he needs to, he will naturally then obviously want to put his glasses on to read the date. And when he does look for his glasses, he'll realize they're not there. He'll look at me. We'll have that comedy moment of, I'm wearing your glasses, and this must look hilariously funny. My eyes must be massive behind these. I can't see a thing. But this is the point where the fake return would make sense. I've already stolen it, and now I'm going to place it back into his pocket. So I could come up and I would place it in. He would feel that sensation of it going back into his pocket, and as he did that, I may turn around and ask him about something else, or even reveal something else. I never gave him the glasses back, and I could keep these for a later moment, something else. Similarly, if I've stolen something out of another pocket, let's go for this because it's handy. So for example, let's say I've already stolen this for real. At some point when I reveal this, I might be about to reveal something else, and I might go to put this back into the pocket and not really put it back in at all. A fake return. Pretend to put it back, but just take it straight back out again. I personally believe that the fake return should be reserved for after you've stolen it for real, but that's just my personal opinion. The fake return does have a very good place to play. It's got its own part within a larger routine as pickpocket, of being a pickpocket. But I don't really feel comfortable with relying upon it as a method on its own. The real steal should come first. The fake return should be reserved for pretending to put it back.